In the run-up to the 2015 election, Nigeria's security challenge was one issue that was central in the whole election campaign. The government of Goodluck Jonathan and his security chiefs rolled out their efforts at containing the insurgency in the nation's northeast states. Nigerians were not satisfied because parts of Nigeria's territory were in the hands of terrorists and pretentious Islamic purists. The Muhammadu Buhari campaign outfit and their handlers took the Jonathan government to the cleaners, portraying it as weak, confused, and incompetent. Buhari, then candidate of the All Progressives Congress, among his promises, assured Nigerians that he would address the insecurity question terminally. Just last week, the governor of Borno State, Babagana Zulum, told Nigerians that terrorists still control two local governments, Abadam and Guzamala in Borno State, and collect taxes on highways in the southern axis of the state. Boko Haram and bandits run the everyday lives of many local governments in Niger and Zamfara states. Kaduna State has become a killing field for insurgents and bandits and the den of kidnappers. This means that neither the Jonathan administration nor the present government led by a hard-nosed General Muhammadu Buhari has been able to address the nation's security challenge meaningfully.
The two presidents, both the past president Goodluck Jonathan and the present president and the president of Muhammadu Buhari, have really failed in terms of security. I think it's worse in this administration. It was a bit fair in the last administration. We were managing it until when this government came to power, we noticed that security has totally derailed from what we used to know.
As both past and present governments have deployed boots and guns, many analysts have shifted attention to what could be responsible for Nigeria's unending insecurity, which in fact seems to have been spreading across the country and acquiring more sophistication.
Bandits here about insurgency, kidnapping, land grabbing, and so on and so forth. It's just pathetic that we are facing this type of problems at this point in time when we have a former general, a military general, as the president of this great country. So it's really pathetic. It's really sorrowful, really shameful.
The issue of Nigeria's ungoverned spaces needs to be understood and analyzed to inform any meaningful and effective response to Nigeria's insecurity. In most instances, ungoverned spaces relate to absence of government presence, judicial presence, and infrastructure presence. These are true and would, for instance, raise the question of how Nigeria is developing its border, far-flung and inaccessible communities. There are communities in Nigeria that today require a day's journey to access a health facility, a police station, or a court. Such a situation creates a vacuum which all manner of elements, including terrorists, feel and constitute a threat to the Nigerian state. The citizens seem to willingly cooperate with these elements because they are the government that they know.
The people in the rural areas, they are being neglected. You understand? Government policies do not really reach those rural areas. Like, let me give you an instance, like the northern areas. You find that in rural areas, education do not get to those nitty-gritty. So when they are idle and they are not being educated to know their left from their right, some other fanatics take advantage of them.
However, there are other ungoverned spaces in Nigeria where government absence or ineffectiveness lays the nation bare for occupation by deviant elements to the detriment of all Nigerians. For instance, Nigeria's education system has become loose, aimless, directionless in content, and admits all manner of players, especially at lower level. Also, education in northern Nigeria, which under the Sultan of Sokoto, Sir Ahmadu Bello's regional government was coordinated and had a clear direction, has today been taken over by doubtful malams who run Quranic schools that have no content to prepare the children for life in this 21st century. The products of the system have become ready recruits for all manner of interests, including politicians, religious bigots and deviants, as well as criminals and terrorists. In the southern part of the country, education has become just decorative and empty certification without content. Products of the Nigeria's education, which in fact is ungoverned space, have therefore become ready recruits for kidnappers, yahoo, political jobbers, and sundry non-state operators who constitute insecurity challenge for Nigeria.
Government have not extended education to them. What do you expect from them? Any good fellow that comes to twat them and sweep on them, then they will follow those fellows.
The same situation is playing out in many other facets of the Nigerian's life, such that anti-state actors like drug barons, money launderers, religious bigots, and frontline businessmen fill Nigeria's many ungoverned or ungoverned spaces and create security challenges for Nigeria. These anti-state actors have infiltrated Nigeria's governance structure and system, and it is only the effective reoccupation of these spaces by the government and the general political leaders through functional, skilled, and effective institutions with clearly spelled out objectives that these anti-state occupants can be driven out.
There need to be strong policies. There need to be strong, sound, clear-cut policies on education. First of all, education must be free for all. From the basics. And after going to school, not just going to school and leaving them to their fates. Provide at least an enabling environment and soft landing so that they can take off.
If this is not understood in its finest sense, and only boots and guns are deployed, Nigeria's security challenge could take deep roots and become a national existential threat. This is the challenge that faces Nigeria's next president.